There's a lot we feel like we don't know what to do about. Well, this particular problem is one that we actually do know what to do about, and we want you to get to be part of that hopeful story and that hopeful future. Hi there, my name is Angela Jernigan, and I am a resident here in Berkeley, California, and a mom of a kid at Willard Middle School, and a minister. I'm sitting on an advisory council for a new program called Voices Against Violence. And we're up to something pretty exciting here, and I want to invite you to come participate and help us be a success. We have had a growing issue of gun violence related to gang activity here in our city. The public has become quite concerned and has really cried out for new solutions to this problem. A group of community leaders from South and West Berkeley have come together in partnership with the City Council and the University of California to build and implement Berkeley's first and only gang and gun violence intervention and prevention program. It's called Voices Against Violence. We had funding for 15 young people to begin this fall, funding for 1 year. Not only did we get 15 young people to fill those slots, 31 young people came forward and said, "Sign me up. I want a new possibility for my future." That the young people are interested and engaged is already a huge success. And we are needing in short order to raise $16,000 in order to be able to serve the 31 youth who have already signed up for the program. We're considering this a great opportunity to reach out to the rest of the community of Berkeley so that you can know about this program and have an opportunity to join us in getting behind these young men and young women who are opting for a more positive future. The website and how to donate is below. It provides a whole array of wraparound services to support the young people to redirect their lives in a more positive direction. These are young people who feel fairly disenfranchised from our community, and the program first and foremost wraps them in positive, caring, consistent relationships. The young people are fed and mentored and provided leadership development and job training, field trips to places outside the Bay Area where they've never been. And all of this is being done for the modest amount of $1,000 per young person for 9. Voices Against Violence as a program was developed based on a model that we've seen work in other communities around the country. 20-some years ago, I was part of one of the early iterations of this kind of violence intervention program. It was in Philadelphia, and at the time, Philadelphia was the most violent city in the country. And we were focusing our efforts in one zip code. A handful of young people were essentially holding the entire neighborhood hostage with their violence and with their gun and gang activity. And I got to personally see in the course of 1 year how gun and gang violence dropped off completely. And it was done first and foremost through building relationships with the young people, relationships of support and relationships of accountability, and giving them a pathway out of the violence. Not only can those individual lives change, but the tenor of the whole community can change. Over the next couple of decades, this model got replicated and refined in communities around the country. 1 year of serving the right young people with the right supports can make a dramatic difference. But of course, to create sustainable change, you need a multi-year multifaceted initiative. The Voices Against Violence Advisory Committee is working on our long-term sustainability plan. We're asking for individual donations at this moment for a number of reasons. One is that there's this immediate need. Our program budget allowed for 15 young people to be served, and 31 high-risk young people showed up enthusiastic and willing and gung-ho for what we offered, and the community leaders couldn't turn them away. There's this immediate need to just be able to continue running the program for the young people who are already enrolled. But it goes beyond that. Community violence is never just someone else's problem. Even if you don't live in South or West Berkeley or in one of the neighborhoods where gun violence has become a possibility in your day-to-day, even if your children, the children under your roof, are not the ones who are at highest risk of involvement in this violence, we all feel entrenched in a system where some people are more protected than others. And I think deep in our bones, we long to be part of a solution. We long to be part of creating justice right here where we live. We're inviting you to participate in making this a sustainable effort because we believe in the community of Berkeley. We believe that we all want to be part of creating something new and something hopeful. Often we don't know how to help, we don't know exactly who to help, and we can feel powerless and stuck in that pathway out of violence for these young people, and it's a pathway toward greater belonging for all of us. Your dollar donation not only allows us to implement this program for the next year, you also send an incredibly powerful message to these young people that says, Berkeley believes in you. The residents, the adults, the parents and grandparents of Berkeley believe in you. We want more for you. Join with me in sending a strong message to these young people that says you belong. You belong as a valued member of this community, and we want to back you to succeed. Join me in claiming these young people. These are all our children.